And so now, when I start the show, it'll be this seamless transition. Hello and welcome to Digesting Streams. I am Quick Think All Thoughts, your favorite host, and there's your other favorite host, Jet Skyler. We are the show that attempts to answer the question: is the color orange real? It isn't.
It's not. It's not
It's
real.
not real color. How you doing, Jet?
I'm doing great. A bit tired, but great. I'm
Tired?
excited for the show.
Excited for the show. It's an award-winning show. We are an award-winning talking about show. We talk about the awards that have been won or might be won. That's today's show.
We're gambling. Let's go gambling.
Let's go gambling.
dang it.
Dang it. Ah, man. But here's the thing, Jet. Yesterday was a day of the martyr, and the thing about martyrs is in Final Fantasy 14, because we're streaming the category, and I got a letter about that from Twitch again. They keep sending me letters or emails. No one gets letters anymore. But the thing about martyrs is martyrs sacrifice themselves for the mods that we can then enjoy. Right? For example, the mod that people had speech bubbles. That was a mod, and now Final Fantasy's adding it.
Good martyr.
We got lots of things. Lots of things came that way. What was the other one? Oh, the one to transfer hotbars between characters. That was a mod that just got added. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Martyrs
I'm
sacrifice.
glad you're thinking about those martyrs.
Those are the martyrs I'm thinking of. Ones who cheated and then their cheats got made legal.
Yeah, no, I've been thinking about all the poor people I sacrificed for my own amusement during alliance raids.
I went in with a group blind, and there's a very clear difference between people who have done a variety of content and people who have not done a variety of content. What other quality of life cheats are we getting? I don't know off the top of my head. I think we're eventually getting the raid planner in game, which will be a disaster.
It's going to be that one is going to be 7.5.
7.5.
When we don't need it anymore.
We don't need it anymore. When there's no raids coming out at the end of the expansion, maybe. Well, then it'll be there for the next expansion for 8.0.
But will we be there for the next expansion? Will I be there for the next expansion?
Are you going somewhere? You're not going to die, are you?
Not me, but maybe the world will die.
The world will die.
0.0.
That's true. The world is in trouble. The world is in trouble. That's my day job. I don't want to think about my day job right now. The day job is just depressing. We're not going to do that tonight. Another night or after the show, we'll talk about day job problems, but not now. No, Jet.
Yes.
What have you been playing? What have you been streaming lately? What are you streaming this week?
I streamed Final Fantasy 14 the last week. Today, Monday is Octopath Traveler. This week is going to be 14. Then probably I'm gonna take the next week off for the World Race.
That's true. World Race.
And then I will stream twice a day: Cyberpunk and Fru progression.
Fru prog. Oh man. I'll be streaming my Fru prog too. So I'm going to clear Fru on 3 different jobs, and this is gonna be fun. 3 different roles: melee, caster, and tank.
Why not healer? Why is everyone afraid of healer?
Because
I'm judging you, Quick. I'm judging you.
Healer is just scary. Fru's giving. I like that. I'm gonna steal Fru's giving.
Fru's giving. Nice.
Who knows? But
yeah.
All right.
Just like one shot. Coward.
So last week we streamed under the Final Fantasy 14 category, and then I got an email from Twitch, which is probably AI generated, but they said, "Hey, we noticed that you didn't play 14 when you streamed in the 14 category." So we have to talk more about 14 to stay in the 14 category. Otherwise, I got to go to the podcast and talk shows category. That seems like less fun. Or the hot tub category.
Not today.
Not today? Not the hot tub category?
All right. No.
Okay. All right. Well,
And I could use one.
You could use a hot tub?
Mm-hmm.
Like in the background behind you? Where your bed is? Put a hot tub?
Wherever. I don't care. It's chill. I could use a hot tub.
Hot tubs are not supposed
It's
to be
very
chill.
cold.
It's supposed to be hot.
Yeah, exactly.
Not chill.
No. Like I'm saying, like right now, it's way too chill. I would like to have a hot tub instead.
That's true. You need a box of FFX, just like a little corner, just like streaming. We just play TikToks of Jet playing Jet's Prague.
Actually, I wouldn't mind. Instead of having the blue box of the chat, we could just put 14 on that background.
It would just be like the AFK camera, just going around wherever I happen to log out. We could do that one day.
Yeah,
I like chat though. I need to see chat. Chat makes me happy.
No, chat will be there. It's just instead of the blue rectangles there, that would be 14.
Okay. All right. Well, if I remember which of these buttons is the correct button to press, I think it's this one. We're about to find out. Chat, don't judge me if this goes wrong. It went wrong. I want to fix that.
I like that you could just say, yeah, no, that was the right one I want to press. We wouldn't know. No one knows.
No, I would know. I got to get it right. All right. Let's try this now. Jet, Game of the Year awards are out.
Yes.
And
been excited for
our favorite game, this is going to make it easy. We're going to talk about our game, Final Fantasy XIV. The best ongoing game. Do you think it'll win? What do you think? All right. So for these categories, what we're going to do is, what do you think should win and who do you want to win?
Okay, fair enough. Best ongoing.
Destiny 2, Diablo 4, FF14, Fortnite, Helldivers.
Helldivers.
Best ongoing?
Should and will win.
Should and will win. All right. Destiny 2 and Diablo 4, I don't think anyone's actually playing those games. Like just in terms of player count. So I don't think that those are going to win.
Yeah.
Fortnite, I don't think Fortnite did anything fun this year. Fortnite didn't do anything fun this year.
What did Fortnite? No, Fortnite did something this year. Oh, they added the Rubius skin.
They added new skins, but the gameplay is basically the same. Did so much this year. Am I crazy? Maybe I am crazy. My Fortnite.
And they made the classic Fortnite again, right?
Yeah. The island's gonna flip again.
It's gonna flip again.
That's what happens. The island flips, and then you get a new map.
Yeah, I agree with Indy. Fortnite did a lot, but I still think that Helldivers is gonna win.
Yeah, Helldivers is gonna win. I think it should be Helldivers, and it will be Helldivers. Best on but 14 song. Like I'm actually curious, why isn't WoW in here? Because WoW just the DLC, the new expansion for WoW has been well received as far as I know.
They didn't put enough money for the Game Awards, I guess.
Yeah. The Game Awards process is basically there's 100 media critics that pick them, and that's 90% of the vote, and then 10% of the vote is the fan vote. This seems more crooked than an election. Stop the count. No.
I mean,
all right. Helldivers should win, and Helldivers will probably win that. I agree. No, nothing there. Best music? Now here's the thing. If you haven't played Astrobot, the music is surprisingly good.
Okay.
I don't think Astrobot's going to win this. I think it actually will be Rebirth or Metaphor, because those two musics are really good. The scores are really good.
I'm actually surprised they didn't add Elden Ring for this one.
I don't remember. So I watched a lot of Elden Ring gameplay, and the music never jumped out to me.
No, music for Elden Ring is a bit more soft, like Silent Hill, for instance, which is also a really good contender for this.
Yeah.
But usually when the music is very impressive, you're in the middle of a boss battle, so you don't have time to process the music in a boss battle, right?
That's true. No, because one of the things I've noticed, Jet, is when I notice the music even in 14, is when I'm watching either myself play it back or I'm watching someone else play it, and I'm like, oh, the music's really good here. Because when I'm playing the game, I kind of tunnel vision in to what I'm doing. So maybe that's part of the problem. The Silent Hill should win. I think it'll be 14. So the 14 music's really good. I watched people play 7. Silent Hill. Sorry, 7. But no, we have to make it about 14. So 14 is not nominated yet, but they're still going to win.
So I think Metaphor is going to win,
Metaphor's
but I
probably gonna win.
think Silent Hill should win.
Okay. I think Metaphor is going to win, but I think Rebirth should win. I think that's where we're at. How do the nominations work? The nomination process, it's really murky. They don't really go into it. They just take it's not by fans, by the way. It's not by fans. It's just
a bit of
by
both,
media
right?
critics. No, the voting after the nominations is by fans. 10% by fans, and then 90% media critics. I don't know. They don't say who's voting. Yeah, and they also don't say who's voting. We don't know. The Music King Gaga's holding it back. Listen.
Okay, here's the reason why I don't think Rebirth should win, and it's because like the core of the music was already been made, and it's just arrangement. Maybe. They did impressive work for the arrangement, but there is nothing super new in the score.
Yeah. Just to address the chat real quick, the reason they give, not me, they give that fans only get 10% of the vote is they say that fans are often one platform gamers, or just PC gamers, or console gamers, or exclusive to one platform, and so your vote is influenced by the size of the platform. For example, if there was a game that was on PlayStation or Xbox, there's just a lot more PlayStation players than there are Xbox players, so that game would have a huge built-in advantage in terms of vote. That's what they say they're doing with this 90-10 split. Is it a good system? I don't know. I feel like if games are good, games are good.
I think, if you ask me, I think there should be two different awards. Community awards, which is people, normal users voting for whatever.
Okay.
And the critics award, right? Like the journalists and content creators or something like that. That they actually play, that they should be paid to play the game.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
That makes sense to me.
Otherwise, it's like if you do this same thing with movies, probably freaking Fast and the Furious would be best movie of the year every year, and I disagree entirely.
Which Fast and the Furious?
According to the audience, all of them. Yeah. So no, I disagree.
All right. Next, we're gonna go a little bit quickly through these categories because we have a few to get through that we wanted to talk about. Best multiplayer game. Okay. Helldivers is probably gonna win it. Helldivers should win it. Well, sorry. Warhammer should win it. Helldivers is probably going to win it.
I don't know. I think this one is going to be for Super Mario Party.
Here's the problem. Whenever I play a Super Mario Party, I never know which one I'm playing. They all kind of feel the same.
Yeah, but that's kind of the point. It's nostalgia and everything like that.
Listen, Zombie. I can do a British accent when I have had enough to drink, and it is not good. It's not a good sounding accent. Mario Party Jamboree broke records. It did. So this is the thing. This is where I'm trying to guess what the critics are going to say. And so by fan vote, I think Jamboree would win. Because that's only 10% of the vote, I think they're going to go the writers and media people who we don't know. We're just guessing.
Now if you ask me who will the journalist will vote for, it's going to be freaking Call of Duty. Because America should be great again.
America should be great again. I think it's gonna be Warhammer because the publicity around Warhammer was just so positive and so all over the place, just in terms of like distribution. I think it's gonna be Warhammer just based on that. If it were just a fan vote, it would be Jamboree. I believe that to be the case. So who should win? Jamboree. Who will win? I think Warhammer.
Should win. Mario Party will win. Call of Duty.
Okay. Best RPG. Now, none of these are... No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to make a joke. Well, we're going to skip over that joke.
No. I want to hear it now.
The joke that I scratched at the last minute is best RPG. Well, none of these are rocket propelled grenades.
Yes, they are not.
Someone gifted me someone in my real IRL life wanted me to play Call of Duty with them, and they gifted me a Call of Duty game, and we wanted to play. And there's like every Call of Duty game was how quickly can you get to an RPG, and how quickly you get to one more RPG ammo. Anyways, there's a lot of good contenders here, Jet.
Yeah, this one is going to be.
This is tough.
This one will probably decide who is Game of the Year, but I'm gonna go with Final Fantasy.
Who should win or will win?
Both. It should win and will win.
So here's the thing. I actually think it's gonna be Elden Ring.
That is going to be a disappointment if Elden Ring wins.
Yeah?
Because it's a DLC.
I know, but they changed the rules to get Elden Ring into these categories.
I know. And it's going to be a disappointment if a DLC wins.
Okay.
For everyone.
All right. Well, I think all right. So we're gonna talk more about Elden Ring in a second, but I think it's gonna be. It should be Rebirth. I think it's gonna be Elden Ring. Sorry, other way around. It should be Elden Ring. It's going to be Rebirth. That's how it is. And I'll tell you why when we talk about Game of the Year, which is next. All right. Game of the Year. A lot of things on here. The one that's cropped off the screen is Metaphor. So I cropped this badly. The one that's missing is Metaphor. All right. So who do you think? All right, Astrobot, Balatro, Wukong, Elden Ring, Metaphor, or Final Fantasy Rebirth? Jet.
Who should win?
Who should win? What is your Game of the Year?
My Game of the Year is still Final Fantasy VII.
Okay.
And I played Elden Ring, Wukong, and Final Fantasy VII. I didn't play Astrobot.
Okay, I played Astrobot, so we can. I'll go on that in a second. You played Wukong, right?
Yeah, I did play Wukong.
Okay.
Yeah. And my reason to say 7 should be the winner.
Yeah.
It's the amount of time you can spend on the game doing like gaming, not just in cutscenes, like doing battles and mini games and stuff like that. It was a huge game overall. So I think Rebirth should win.
I think Rebirth should win.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So. I think this is the category that they specifically made. They specifically changed the rules to allow DLCs in. This is the category they did it for. And I don't think you do that without the intention of giving them the award.
That is true.
That is true. So this is why I think there's a really good chance Elden Ring will win. The sheer amount of maybe it is rigged, but the sheer amount of things you can do in Final Fantasy Rebirth outside of Gungaga, that's a joke for chat. The sheer amount of things you do in Rebirth outside of Gungaga makes me think, like, in my opinion, that should win. But here's who's actually going to win. Astrobot is going to win Game of the Year.
That is probably going to happen. That's probably going to happen. Especially thinking like a conspiracy theorist. Mm-hmm. I think they want to give the award also to a small part of a game or a game that is not huge because triple A's are not working anymore. Not every triple A is working anymore.
Okay.
So if they give it to Astrobot, then it's like saying to the studios, like, we want more games like this instead of more games like that.
Okay. Yeah, I think Astrobot, when I played it, it's a silly game and it's just fun. There is a story that loosely stitches it all together, but it's actually just a fun game. If you like platformers, it's a throwback to old platformers. And I think Astrobot it's just fun. There's nothing too complex here. It's just fun. So I think it will win Game of the Year. I think Rebirth should win Game of the Year. I think Elden Ring has a very good chance because they changed the rules to allow Elden Ring to participate. So I think that's a really
Elden Ring shouldn't be here.
It shouldn't be here. I agree with you. I agree with you on that. But I think that because they changed the rules for it, we'll riot. Yeah. Tired of some of the open world games.
Now having said all of this and being in this controversy, the Game Awards should be internationally made and not USA based.
Yeah.
That's also a huge deal for this. It's like,
yeah, all these games are well, I guess SE is technically Japan, but
no, but I'm saying like the organization of the Game Awards is more US based than international based.
On the website, they say international group of writers.
Yeah, it's like freaking the Oscars, and everything goes to the American movies and Hollywood. It's like no, dude. It's like the National Football League. They are world champions when they play against each other. It's like you say that's not how the world works. You're not the world.
I mean,
please.
I don't know if you know this yet, but America has 54 Super Bowls and Europe has none. I'm just saying, Europe's not very good at Super Bowls.
Okay, how many World Cups does USA have? Soccer World Cups.
Can I count the women's team?
Yeah, sure.
I think they have 4.
Yeah, I think it's 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Yeah. If I count the women's
how
team.
many World Cups have been played during the entire history of soccer?
Every 4 years since 1932. So we're coming up on 32 again, minus 2. So there's been 23 World Cups. 24.
Let's say 20, 24, 25, and only 4 of them. It's not a lot.
Not a lot. Bellator is technically Canadian. All right, there you go, Jet. Bellator's Canadian. It's a Canadian game.
I'm not talking about the games.
The 51st state.
51st state. I'm not talking about the games. I'm talking about the organization of the awards. That's the thing that should change.
I think too many Americans don't. I think too many Americans think that Canada's overseas. I just think that's what happens. Too many Americans think that Canada's overseas.
That'd be awful if that is truth.
I think it's like I forget which famous celebrity said it, but like they said, "Oh, I've been to overseas places like Canada," and it's only overseas if you like count the Great Lakes as a sea. You could.
Damn.
Ready.
So sad.
Team Meteor Strike.
Team Meteor Strike.
For people who are first time watching the show, I'm gonna do a thing where I set up a bit and then the screen's gonna look weird for a little bit while I set it up and drink coffee. All right.
Yeah, we're stalling right now.
We're stalling for a bit just so that I can pull up my script. These are headlines that I have pre-written comments for. The idea is to get it under 60 seconds so that I can put it on YouTube and we try to do
people
a joke
to get the show. Yeah.
Yeah, we know. I mean, the YouTube shorts are probably our most viewed content. The quick notes, real quick, which is what the segment is called. I think they should probably get like some production, like just the quick notes, real quick, and then production. But then I have trouble getting under the 60-second thing. So we'll see. I'd have to figure out how to budget the time better. All right. Without further ado, here is the quick notes, real quick. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fought for a draw, betting blah 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 blah. Let me start that.
God, take two. Take a breath.
Take a breath. We have to do it in one take because editing sucks. So I try to do it in one take. The Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight draws record betting for a combat sport event. Now, I know what you're thinking. We're all jealous that Mike Tyson got to punch Jake Paul. Dijon comments on streamers that think streaming is harder than working in 9 to 5. And I kind of think streaming is harder than a 9 to 5. Because if you mess up on a regular job, Karen from accounting judges you. If you mess up on stream, 1,000 people in chat say L, skill issue, no talent, plus You're Bad plus Ratio plus Go Try Novice Network. The Onion is going to buy InfoWars and plans to turn it into a parody of its former self. There's no joke here. That's just a really funny headline. I'm a big fan of that. And that has been your quick notes, real quick. Thank you.
Yeah, nice. Did you see that Elon Musk is already preparing a lawsuit against Onion?
I saw that. I don't know how it's gonna go. I will dig into that with my lawyer hat on later. But Jet, here's a question for you.
Yes, I might have an answer.
So there's been this bit going on that streaming is harder than a 9-to-5. What do you think?
I think we covered this a couple of times. I think they haven't worked in like a normal place.
Okay.
I read what he said, and he said like, okay, it's harder for a streamer to be streaming than a normal people because we cannot disengage out of work. And I say that's a skill issue. Just turn off the freaking PC. Stop thinking about stream and content creation. Okay. Yeah, I think it's more like it's harder because there is no one to manage you, and you are the only one managing you as a content creator most of the times, especially when you're small or not big enough to hire someone for you. And yeah, people just burn out, but it's definitely a skill issue. Definitely. Okay.
Here's the thing. I think you're right. There are jobs. How do I phrase this? There are jobs you have to do, and then there are jobs you get to do. And streaming is a get to do job. Like if you're working 9-to-5 at a McDonald's, which was the example given, or you go to an office and you sit and you're working on payroll or accounting, those are jobs you have to do. Those are the jobs you do to pay the bills to let you do the other things that are more fun.
Mm-hmm.
But the jobs you get to do, I think, are streaming. If you're a successful streamer, you get to do that job. If you're, it's a job that you, in theory, like a lot. Maybe you don't like it every day. I'm not saying it's not tough. But there are so many people who would sight unseen trade jobs with you if you're a streamer. If you're, as chat says, if you drive a forklift, that's a job you have to do. Unless you're really into forklifts. I'm sure there's someone is. Someone who love forklifts. But jobs that you get to do, I think streaming is one of them. If you go to work every day and you're excited about your job, I used to teach at a university, and I was like, yeah, I can teach at university. This is a job I get to do. That's a lot of fun. I enjoy teaching. If you have to, if I also used to be a bartender, and that was a job I had to do to pay the bills, right? So when you have to do a job, it kind of sucks. But when you get to do a job, it's awesome. And streaming is a get to do kind of job.
Yeah, also, like, usually all these people are comparing streaming to a McDonald's.
Yeah.
Just here or something like that. And it's like that there are other jobs that are also 9-to-5.
Yeah.
That are not McDonald's, and they are way harder than doing this.
Yeah.
Way harder. So.
Oh, for sure. But
please go out on the street.
Go out on the street. Listen. We do a show. We get to do the show, right? Jet and I don't have to do the show.
I do.
We are very privileged to do it. We are very privileged that people come and show up. And I do like that that people come and hang out with us. All right, Jet.
Just quick.
Speaking of
14.
Game of the year. The last two sections we're going to talk about for the Game Awards. Most anticipated game. I think there's a hands down winner here, but there's an argument for another one. What do you, I mean? Most anticipated game.
Oh shit! I'm gonna say Metroid
really?
Prime.
Okay. Is that like you think that's your vote, or you think that's your choice, or you think that should win?
I think it's a bit of both.
I think Grand Theft Auto 6 is been
Grand Theft Auto 6 is it's there.
It's years in the making.
When was the last time they made a new Metroid?
I don't know actually, but I think the hype and the talking of Grand Theft Auto is so. I think Grand Theft Auto is going to win, and it should win.
Yeah, I think the Auto it's going to win.
In the Final Fantasy space, though, the gamers that I talked to in the 14 space, everyone is more excited for Wilds. Like my Fru static is called Clear Before Wilds.
Clear Before Wilds.
So that's all. That's what we're
doing.
Are we going to clear before Wilds? I mean, that would be an on-patch clear. That would be mid-February. It comes out. I think February 18th is when Wilds comes out.
I think so. Yeah.
I think we should clear behind then. There's a talented group of people.
What if you're with a very talented group of people with equal skills like the one you had on top? And it will take you 8 months.
This group will not take 8 months. I think, and Indy knows some of the people in the group. I think the leader of the group might actually shoot us all if it took 8 months. Like, damn. Like he just like all right, you guys, we've been here for 4 months. I'm gonna have to let you go. And by let you go, I mean execute you all. No.
Yeah. It's there. Turn around and start walking, and just hear.
Turn around, start walking. There's just 7 bodies, and he's like, "God damn, you're so static." No, I have no idea. No. The guy who's leading the static actually is a very good raider. He and I have been trying to raid with each other for a while, and just haven't found the opportunity. And this is our opportunity to raid with each other.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I have my somewhat more casual static. With and that group will clear, but I don't know. I have no idea what time frame. So in that group, in the more hardcore group, I'm gonna be playing Caster. I'm gonna try to play Picto, but they want me to play Summoner because of the mobility. Not because the res, just for the mobility. And then in the casual group, I'm playing tank, and then I'm going to PF as either melee or caster. I'm uncertain. You don't like this
PF
plan.
As a healer. PF as a healer. Go on. Go, coward. Go.
Here's the thing, Jet. I don't know how to play healer. I don't know what the buttons do.
You think every healer knows how to play healer? No. I know where the rescue is. That's more than enough.
I'm not going to terrorize people like that. I just don't want to. Maybe one day, but not in this group. I will let me do a savage clear on week 1 as a healer. Then I'll feel comfortable about going as an ultimate.
Oh, good luck on that. That is very tough. On PF. I mean, and the static is okay, but on PF it's kind of tough.
Fair enough.
Kind of tough.
Kind of tough. Fair enough. All right, Jet. Last category.
Yes.
Content Creator of the Year. Sadly, we were not nominated, but we have Case O, Ilowan, Techno Gamer, Typical Gamer, and US ADA Picora. I think it might actually be USADA Picora, not US ADA Picora.
So it's either we're gonna have a Spanish streamer, a white man, Spanish streamer, another white man, but from I don't know where he's taking him from.
I don't know where he's from either.
Another white man streamer or a VTuber. Who do you think is gonna win?
I don't know any of these streamers. I think you're gonna win, Jet. That is my pick. That is who should win, but not who will win because it is rigged. It should be Jet. He streams every day. I stream once a week. I won't win either.
Okay. I mean, thank you. I don't think I will or should win. It should be you, Quick.
Oh, thank you.
You made an amazing podcast every week on time.
We do a podcast on time sometimes, most of the time. I think we've been on time for a while.
I think it's going to go to the VTuber.
It probably is going to go to the VTuber. VTubers, I have no idea. There are like a couple of VTubers I watch, but I only watch them because I know the person behind the VTube, and not because I think VTubing is great.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't appeal to me, and I try to approach it with an open mind to understand what it might be, but I just can't get there. I'm like, all right, cartoon VTuber. Like, I saw a VTuber who was like sleeping, and I'm like, that is the biggest scam. We've made this joke before, I know, but it's my favorite joke that I wrote. That is the biggest scam. They could be doing anything else. A VTuber sleeping is doing literally. They're just AFK, and they close their eyes before they're AFK. It's the biggest scam, stupid. And the category for sleeping VTubers is massive, and everyone is just getting scammed. Just hang out in a chat room. That's all you are. That's all it is. When you're in a VTuber sleeping stream, that's all it is.
Yeah, they probably want the music. Yeah, yet again, I think it's cheaper to pay Spotify, but
it's cheaper to pay Spotify.
They.
All right, Jet. Well, speaking of content creators, Jet,
it's
time. It's time for our special guest.
Oh, it's been a while since we had a special guest.
I know. We have a special guest today. Our special guest, you may know him as Final Fantasy XIV's biggest fisher. He has made content, how to catch all the big fish, how to catch every fish you can think of, all the new ones that just dropped. He got our friend M through the AR or the Heaven's Ward quest on how to catch fish. You know him, I know him as Fruity Snacks. So let's bring in Fruity Snacks.
Nice.
Oh, hold on one moment. Text message. Bad news. Fruity can't make it. Apparently, there's a whalefish in the Ruby Sea that the big fish window right now, and he can't make it right now. I'm sorry.
Are you sure it's the one in Ruby Sea and not Ultima Thule?
You're right. It is Ultima Thule. I messed up the punchline. Damn it. The one in Ultima Thule. The first time I wrote the joke, it was Ruby Sea, and then I went and double checked to make sure the fish was actually there, and it's in Ultima Thule.
There's no whale in the Ruby Sea.
There's no whale in the Ruby Sea. It's in Ultima Thule. It's in window right now. I checked. I had to stall for time to get the window to open, and it's open right now.
It is. It was a good joke.
It was a good joke until I messed up the punchline.
He said Ruby Sea.
Until I said the Ruby Sea. Because when I originally wrote it, it was Ruby Sea, and then I realized, wait a minute, I'm off by an hour. Let me go to an actual fish that's in window. I messed up. That would have been so good. Sadly, no special guest.
Still good.
It's still good. It's still good.
Man.
Oh man. It would have been good. I still think it's funny. But yeah.
It's still really good.
Our special guest has once again eluded us. We will try again next week to get a specialer guest. It's a comedy show. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a comedy show.
Are you having fun?
I'm having fun. I am having fun. All right. We try to end every show on a happy moment. A moment that brings you joy and hope for the world. And today's story is missing. Where did I put the link? One moment.
Where's the feel-good news?
The feel-good news. I have to change to this.
There you go.
I have to press this button.
Aha.
The Dutch city of Utrecht. I can't pronounce that. Utrecht. They're taking their bus stops and they're putting bee sanctuaries on top of them. And I think this is a beautiful idea. Mostly because of my favorite meme about bees, and it makes you feel good. Here's the thing, Jet. If there were a lot of bees at the bus stop, would you go to that bus stop?
I would go take a picture and then take a cab somewhere else.
I think that's the right thing, because I don't want to be. I've never been stung by a bee, but I don't want to be stung by a bee. I need.
Yeah, no.
I'm not going to go where they are.
Sounds amazing. Sounds like a brilliant idea.
It's a brilliant idea, but just I want to be further from the bees. I don't want there to be a beehive near where I'm going. So I think it's a good idea. I'm just sorry to be a bit of a buzzkill.
Damn it.
I'm sorry. You didn't like that joke? That joke kind of stung.
Yeah. How many of these do you still have?
I've got 2 more. But I don't know how, I don't want to force it, so we're going to try and get there organically.
Organically?
I mean, when I first read about this idea, I was absolutely buzzing. I thought it was a great idea. One more, chat. One more.
I'm gonna miss you during Fru.
Someone gonna when I disappear into Fru.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss you in Fru Prog, because in top you were doing this thing every night.
I sabotaged our top prog with terrible puns. Sugary snacks. I just think that you know, when you're at the bus stop, you're there with your friend, and you know they drop you off. You say goodbye. They say goodbye. And you say, "Yep, Cheerios." So that's a bit of a stretch there because of the cereal, and then jokes are funny.
Yeah, I know.
when you have to explain them.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Now, question: do you think they are gonna charge the bees that go into the bus per station?
I don't think you can charge the bees, because the bees, like, it'd be really weird if you were a bee and you're just flying around, you go into a bus, the door closes behind you, and you fly back out and you're like a mile from where you thought you were. Now you're lost. Just like the bee that teleported. You got abducted by aliens. That is the bee equivalent.
Can you imagine how the stories are going to be around that bee colony?
I can't imagine how the stories are going to be.
John was here yesterday. Then a weird object just took him away, and I haven't seen him since then.
But I like the idea. I like the creative use of urban spaces for, let's call it environmentally friendly causes and green causes. And if the bees don't bother people, I think it's okay. But like, this is just maybe a stretch too far. The bees can only charge the bee. They can only charge the bees if the buses are electric. I get it, because you charge and then the buses are electric. I like that.
I have fear of bees. That's the only thing.
That's the only thing.
It's not a phobia, but I'd rather not get stung.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of bees. I've had bees land on me, and I don't freak out. I don't want to be don't want to get stung. Don't want to get stung.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a rational fear, because it hurts. I'm told. I've never been stung, but I'm told it hurts. What if they put a barrier so the bees had to fly in and out from a slightly if they just couldn't come down? I don't know. Put insect repellent on the bottom side.
Oh, you haven't done the MSQ. God damn it! I could have done a joke about MSQ, and you haven't done it.
No, we'll do spoiler show next week. Spoiler show happens next week. I haven't done the MSQ. I skipped all the cutscenes. I got a rundown. Zunbi in chat actually gave me a rundown of the story yesterday, but it seems good. I just want to actually experience it.
For those of you who have played 14 and then the recent patch, what Quick just suggested was the same thing the Dawn Trail and the people suggested with the Rain Trail. Exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing.
All right. Well, I wish I could understand that. I just skipped the cutscenes.
God damn it, Quick.
I got it. We'll come back to we'll do the same story next week, and then I'll understand it.
No, I don't. I'm gone. Bye.
You're gone. All right. All right. I haven't done the MSQ. I heard it was terrible. I've heard the MSQ is actually very, very good.
It's okay.
I've heard Whoops talk about it, and he said it was the best 0.1 patch we've gotten.
Oh, really? I don't know. This is the first 0.1 I actually read the story.
Okay.
Ever.
Well, that was a review given me by Whoops, and because Whoops is funny, I implicitly trust him, based on nothing else. He's just funny, and you make me laugh.
I think it was okay.
I'm very gullible. If you're very funny, I will just follow you.
I think it was just okay. It's not great. It's just okay.
Okay. You have no hope for quests in general. Well, I'm told if you try this one, it'll restore hope. Maybe bring it back a little bit. Indy is officially a story hater.
Are you a story hater? Are you gonna be just a fanatic of Ultimates and Savage for the rest of your life? Are you gonna grow a beard and lose your hair? Is that what's happening? No, Indy.
I don't know if Indy's bald or not. I don't think he's bald.
I don't know.
Knowledge on if he's bald, but maybe he is, and then he can become the British Xeno.
You're scared to stay. The Greek Xeno? That'd be interesting.
Greek Xeno? I don't know. What would Greek Xeno do? I can't do an impression of Xeno. I can do an impression of regular Xeno, so I don't think I can do an impression of Greek Xeno. But no one told me. I'm trying to like come up with. So if you ever do impressions, the key is to come up with a phrase that helps you get into the voice, and that's most of the impression.
Okay, think about tanks. Or someone messing up a mechanic in
Malaka, man mode. No, I can't do it.
There you go.
Tired of every quest in FF being walk and talk person. I mean, that is basically 7 expansions worth of questing. Or 7
especially in 14, it's like there's nothing they can do.
I mean, sometimes they make you do the first-person shooter thing where you have to find things and click on it.
No. Yeah, I was gonna say like
I'm doing this. Click on it because this is the trigger, and when I'm holding the controller, you press this button and it triggers the.
Yeah. They also added the magnificent quest of walking and talking, and then stop in the middle of the walk to talk more. You have a follower now quest. That one is awful. I hate that one.
When they give you the tours, you can talk about points of interest.
Yeah, I hate that. I just wanna like, it's already bad design, or it's already MMO design quest. I know I have to go from A to B, and that's it. I don't want to spend 10 more minutes waiting in between A to B. I just let me be over.
The thing is, I'm wondering, like, outside of dungeons and raids, etc., what is the way that Square Enix could tell the story?
Like I said, for 14, I don't think they can do a lot of things too much.
Okay. Oh, I just noticed something. Hang on.
Yes?
Chat shifts over when I switch to this. This is going to bother me to no end. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. I'm
comedy show, by the way.
Sorry for like interrupting you. I'm gonna fix that in post, and it's just gonna drive me up the wall.
Don't fix it.
I'll fix.
Leave it like that for this video, and then fix it for the next.
I'll fix it
stream.
before the next stream.
Yeah. Anyway, for 14, I don't know. I don't think they can change too much. But for other Final Fantasies, yes. Again, what they did for Final Fantasy VII was good. You get to do so many games between doing those quests. It's still just dialogue, the actual story and the quest, but you can do mini games to unlock those dialogues.
The 3 most fun mini stories in Final Fantasy XIV for me are DSR, top, or T, and then top. Because you get a mini story while you're in a raid, and while you're progging, you probably don't notice the story until you go back and watch the footage again and read the text, read the things that are happening, understand that you're saving Haurchefant, and you're going through the gauntlet with Omega. It's not until you go back and do the content that I think that's a really great way to tell a story, but I think you cannot do that for most of the game because it would be exhausting to tell the story in terms of if the whole game was a fight.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I just before Indy posted that, I think the best way for Teen to tell a story is what they did with Pandemonium. Pandemonium was a really nice narrative, and the normal raids.
Okay.
It has a really good depth story in between the raids and outside the raid, and it was just not walking around.
6 alliances per expansion, make 3 of them MSQ. Well, we're getting 4 of this expansion, right? We're getting the 3 normal ones, and then we're getting at least 1 chaotic.
But none of the only the alliance raids of the MSQ are the MSQ, because they are not exactly MSQ, have a story. The chaotic raid alliance maybe doesn't have. Maybe it's just like how they tell the extremes and the savage. You just go out and talk to Yoshi P, and it's like, oh yeah, this is what would happen if it was harder, and then it's your chaotic alliance raid.
Here's all the PvP tiles you can break.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, we can talk about if you haven't done the current extreme. This is gonna be a little bit of spoilers for you. But Jet, you've done the extreme, right?
I've done the extreme. Okay. I have not cleared it.
Okay. Is it because you're doing it in Party Finder? And is it because Party Finder can't cross a bridge in an orderly fashion?
Oh, Party Finder cannot cross a bridge, go levitate, drop meteors on the right side, follow, do mitigation. What? I don't know. Party Finder sucks.
My favorite thing is I've seen this happen so many times. Someone will go to the gravity thing, think they've got the buff, and then just walk off the edge of the map, the platform. And every time that happens, it probably is a wipe, but it is just so funny to me.
I like when they panic, when they go up, they move, they go down, they realize they are down, they go up, they go down, they don't know if they are up or down, and they just backflip.
They're down. They just backflip?
They backflip to wherever, and they just die. And they clip everyone.
I saw one Dragoon backflip over the gravity thing, get the gravity buff during his backflip, and he was up, and then he got hit by the meteor. Or he got hit by the little thing that comes from the boss, the little ball, the little blue ball. That was very funny to me. I don't know. I think this extreme has been just a lot of source of a lot of comedy, just in terms of like people. There's a raid plan, they link it, and then they don't execute it at all. Jet, did you move? Why is the room different? No, it's not different. It's not. He didn't move. It's just organized. And also, the camera's at a different angle.
Yeah, I'm just lower.
Just lower?
That's all. I just move my chair lower, and that's it.
Is that a katana at the top of your...
No, it's a bow. Do you want to see the bow, actually? Give me a second.
I don't want to, like, trouble you. But he's got the Final Fantasy VII Sephiroth thing.
Okay, you go out. Thank you very much.
He's got a bow?
It's a bow. It's a bit dusty, probably, but it's a bow.
Why don't you play Bard?
Because Bard sucks. Just like this bow. This is a medium bow.
It's a medium bow?
It's for childs, so I cannot use it. So it's now decoration.
Do you know how to shoot bows? Like bow and arrows? Is this like a skill you have?
Okay. I'm not good at it, but I know how to do it. Just grab the thing. Oops. Oh, it's breaking also, and you just pull it. That's it. Oh. It's not hard. It's actually functional.
I learned something with my co-host. My co-host is a functional bow and arrow user.
I mean, I like the bow and arrow. I just think Bard sucks as a class.
As a class. Well, you can just play Archer.
It's boring.
Don't worry about Bard. Just play Archer.
It was my second class in 14, I think.
No. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right, Jet. We're going to say goodbye to YouTube and hang out with Twitch Chat afterwards. How does that sound?
It sounds great. Sounds great.
All right. Goodbye, YouTube. As soon as I find the button, this is going to disappear.
Bye, YouTube. Bye.